Off we go then. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2. Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back could easily produce wing backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different. That is good strength. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Determined running there, but on that part of defence, well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now. This is Berbatov. Tries to play it through. It's a nasty shot. It's Hazard! Through a lovely take, but that is where it stops. He's done so well there. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it. So we're still where we started right now. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable. Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, they can break here. Pops it off in and wins back the ball. Fernandez. It's been slipped through. Berbatov! The keeper's done ever so well. Really looks sharp there. That's very well played. And we have our very first corner. Wan-Bissaka can get it clear. Alexander-Arnold. And now they can spring out of defence. It's been intercepted. That was well played. Well stopped. Where it came from. Well, it's a movement. He's had a shot! Gravenberg. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Gerrard. Totti. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Lewandowski. Takes a shot! Just off target. Keeper on that covered. I'm not sure what he did. I think I need a replay on that one. Hakimi added time. Great vision. There's Greengrass. It's Drogba! He's done very well to get to that. Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. And this could be the final action of the first half. Canaminda! Totti. whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch by any means. The intensity levels are there. You've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break. Chelsea certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. And you see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break. This momentum is definitely under that 23. Relatively speaking, entertaining half. Lack of goals and notable fate. That's not to say it hasn't been very good. The second half is up and running. Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. And it's Berbatov. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And they can counter here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players are dropping back at him. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Just eases him off the ball. Gravenberg. Genova definitely like their pressing from the front. It's relentless at times too, isn't it? High energy, high intensity, standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball. He's managed to get it all wrong. Really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance there. Wan-Bissaka. It's not gone well. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Oh, looks at this. Had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly! That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. So, third quarter of the game. It's rising! And checked out by the most elastic of stage. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. The referee's awarded a free kick. Someone off target. Looking to play him in. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Cross isn't the best. Diaz. Steaming on forwards. That's just playing it safe and simple. Totti touches it back. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. It's Berbatov. Berbatov. And Diaz. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Looks a cracking ball. Wan-Bissaka. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Your reflections, don't you?
Hello, hello. What are you playing? A football? A football game? Hey, Touchable, please subscribe my account.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion, and the
You
game
speak
is
French
kicking
or
off.
no?
The
No.
excitement already palpable.
I speak English and little English.
The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Where are you from?
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engines
Oh my
and the
god.
size.
Ah,
Absolute! That is sensational! Oh,
ah.
it really is a finish of the highest order. The ideal start. Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust. So the game's first significant moment, and it's completely in the bounds we anticipated. Oh yeah. Berbatov shoots!
Ah.
Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Threads one in. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Chelsea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. And Dyke cuts it out. Pass is intercepted. Hazard. Just half an hour in now. And it's Burke. He's going for goal!
Ah.
This could be utopia! And they are cavorting! And they're threatening to fly away here! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision. Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Fernandez. Bergard. Now Berbatov. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Camavinga. He is there to clear. This was gone, presumably for offside. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. The message is clear. None shall pass. It's Hazard. It's Berbatov. Nicely worked. Well, then promptly onto that, and that is that. That has been cut short. Drogba. Oh, it's come loose. That's rather hopeful. The goalkeeper watches it past. Chelsea, they are good at what they do. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Now it's tries for a long way out. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So, into the second half. Chelsea really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more. And he welcomes it in. He's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's managed to gift it back. Bojan. And Dyke gets over and intercepts. Someone that's going wide left. And he's decided to go for it. Tries to play it through. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. He's had it taken off him. And this is Berbatov. Alexander-Arnold. Through pass. Oh, red. Nice interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Berbatov. Now it's Danny Olmo. Can he get it through? It's good saves to
Ah,
saves. It's a goal.
Mungu wangu nakupenda, wewe uliyenipenda mimi.
Simplicity itself. Again, that's terrific movement, Dieter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played. It's Hazard! He's put it wide. Pretty much unstoppable. The only thing missing was the finishing touch. They'll join this time. Allison with the clearance. McAllister knocks it into space. Oh, looks a good one. Oh, that's out! Loose ball now. There's a chase on to retrieve it. Chelsea with their first corner. First in the game for either side, actually. He's taking no chances there. Madrid has the chance to go the other way. Berbatov showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, this does not look promising. Tries from distance. No, it's wide. I think that's just more proof that this team is very confident playing on the break. They're really swift. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. And Berbatov! That's a sharp finish.
Oh,
And that's over to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing. Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. He's gone for goal. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, they can break here. Marlon gets across to intercept that. 4 extra minutes added on. It's been cut out, well played. And now they can clear their lines. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Chelsea cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply...
don't forget subscribe my account, please.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team, and then all that flair.
Seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Knocks it into space. Zabani with the clearance. Smartly reclaimed. And it's cooked. Tries one from range. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Odegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for a runner. That was expertly dealt with. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into space. The less said about that pass, the better. Here's Berbatov, looking for the run. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Chelsea, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Dijk. Quality ball. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Silvestre made a search from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Berbat, here's a chance! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Berbatov is offering a right smile there. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Coventry are looking to go forward now. Bale, and this is Bale. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's going to be disappointed with that. Is that it? He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
That's a simple one for the keeper. Vinicius Junior has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. They're back on the ball again. Need to be good for defence. That's it, 45 minutes up. It's a half of could haves and should haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry, but just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He was quick to react. Samoan. That looks a decent ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and getting the right position to do that collectively.
Goal for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Chelsea certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Tries to play it through. Ball looks a good one. Vinicius Junior!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Shakes to shoot! And he's straight offside. Substitution in progress. Coventry choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And it's Asa. Nicely weighted ball. That is a little undercooked. Asa. Oh, super chance! It's a goal! And the game has leapt off. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they maybe even won it, they end up shipping it over the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that. Clinical.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the goal gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Berbatov and Berbatov! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mateus conjures time and space where few can.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Shoots! So close to joy level. Berbatov clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Upamecano makes the interception. Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia!
And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. Now it's Berbatov.
He won't be happy with that one.
Coventry really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball on front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. That's been cut short.
So that's it. It is all over.
Chelsea have held on and have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved lead tight.